Hi Barbie! Well, it's July 21st, the 1-year anniversary of one of the biggest phenomenons in cinematic history, Barbenheimer, the biggest marketing campaign for two films released on the same day. Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer, which I've done a review on and you can find on Patreon, and Greta Gerwig's Barbie, which we are talking about right now. Released by Warner Brothers with Mattel, that practically everyone was waiting for, starring Oscar nominee Margot Robbie as Barbie, or the stereotypical Barbie living in Barbie land, along with the other Barbies as well, as the one and only Ken, played by fellow Oscar nominee RyanGosling, also lives alongside with the other Kens. I must say the whole cast for the Barbies and the Kens is beautiful, with Dua Lipa, ALEXANDRA SHIPP, Issa, and more, as well as John Cena as Mermaid Ken, KINGSLEY BE-ADIR, and SIMU. That's great casting right there. Everything in their Barbie Toyland paradise is just fabulous and consistent, until one day, Barbie is starting to experience mortality, humanistic qualities, wondering about death. What in the holy Malibu Barbie is happening here? So she consults with Weird Barbie, played well by Kate McKinnon, who was actually Greta Gerwig's college roommate. Did you know that? And Barbie has to go to the real world and find the child who is playing with her to rekindle her love and affection for her Barbie, with Ken, unfortunately, tagging along. Once they arrive in Venice Beach, the self-discoveries, the power shift of male domination, and the fight for independence will really come to shape Barbie in the way that she was made for. Being based on the classic and iconic Barbie dolls of every kind, with so many Easter eggs of the classic Barbie dolls, even Midge, the pregnant Barbie doll played by Oscar-winning writer-director Emerald Fennell, and hey, Alan, played perfectly by Michael Cera, but yet no Stacy doll? She's still popular. This film adaptation, penned by writing and directing partners Noah Baumbach and Greta Gerwig, is, I have to say, diligently written. Everything as far as homage to Barbie history in general is amazingly honored all throughout. Not to mention, to me, the most impressive and astonishing factor of this film is the production design. Building Barbie Land in such accuracy to the classic Barbie beach houses, etc., with a massive amount of pink, which it can't be Barbie without pink. Production designer Sarah Greenwood said this caused an international shortage of fluorescent pink paint because of how deep it is here. But honestly, it really came with the effects of COVID, which everything was being shorted. But the decision to everything being practical was the perfect choice, for it gives it even more of an authentic, larger-than-life utopia feeling, just as the gorgeous, sweeping production design of the classic MGM musicals, which were among the inspirations for its design as well. The film was originally in development in the 80s with Cannon Films, after they had just made Masters of the Universe, which that is frickin' laughable in and of itself, considering all the dumbass but fun action movies Cannon Films did in the 80s. I can already wonder who would be slated to play Ken. Chuck Norris, you damn well know it would be. Instantly. Sharon Stone even pitched a Barbie movie in the 90s and was laughed out of the room. However, it would finally come with director Greta Gerwig picking up the project, obviously, and writing it alongside Noah during the shutdown of COVID, wanting to focus heavily on celebrating the feminism behind Barbie while also noting the controversial beauty standards associated with it, the consumerism, and liberation of becoming human on the inside and out. It obviously, most definitely, positively, absolutely fits the bill of being a movie for today's audience. However, I will get my reservations out right here and now in saying there are times where the message can be repeated over and over and over, especially with the extension of its ending with Rhea Perlman, who shows up playing Ruth Handler, the creator of Barbie. Now, I love Rhea Perlman. Who the hell doesn't? But it still felt like a deleted scene, that ending. And it just slowed the pacing down and didn't really give it a real defining ending. Now, I've heard the constant argument of this with, oh, you feel the message was beaten over the head because you're a man. And I totally understand, but that doesn't mean I did not enjoy it. So everybody just take it easy, okay? And at the same time, there are females who feel the same way I do as well. To say this film is completely sexist against men is completely out of the question indeed, and just straight up ridiculous, for we still see an adolescent coming-of-age journey for Ken at the same time of Barbie finding her mortality and breaking the status quo. So it's two important journeys at the forefront that are just as affectionate and moving as they are absurdly funny. I mean, folks, this is a film about a toy. Does it really need to be taken that seriously? However, you cannot deny there is always still a lot of strength in Greta Gerwig as a writer and as a director. Her directorial debut being Lady Bird, which was a fantastic independent outing, to then Little Women, which is a great adaptation, though actually unnecessary, to now Barbie being her third feature. It is an incredible rise for her as a director, and it definitely helps that she is an actor as well, so she knows how to handle comedy and drama and how to give time and love to her actors to land punchlines and carry characters forward. Performance-wise, yes, everyone talks about Ryan Gosling's Oscar-nominated performance as Ken, which, yes, he is utterly hilarious and perfect. There is no one on this earth who would have been more perfect than Ryan Gosling as Ken. Now, a hot take for sure is America Ferrera's Oscar-nominated performance as Gloria, the Mattel employee who might be able to hold the key to Barbie's independence. Everyone will always remember the passionate monologue America gives about womanhood, and she delivers that monologue very well. However, to nominate her for an Oscar, the credit of that moving monologue is definitely owed to Greta's writing there. But America's nomination definitely is a romantic comedy nod. For many of the classic golden age romantic comedies of the 30s always have great supporting actress roles who carry the heart and soul of the story with strength, like Ruth Hussey's Oscar-nominated performance in The Philadelphia Story, or Spring Byington's Oscar-nominated performance in You Can't Take It With You. So there's definitely an Academy Award board reason for that. However, despite how good Gosling and Ferrera's performances are, the film is nothing without Margot Robbie. Ryan and America wouldn't have been as good if it had not been for the heart and soul and fearless leading performance from Margot Robbie as Barbie, who again is the perfect choice for Barbie, which makes sense since she would want to play it being a co-producer. The many moments she and Ryan have together are hilarious, and the Mattel meeting room sequence with Will Ferrell giving a good performance this time is great fun, giving a little Marx Brothers flavor in there. We have a lot of absurd moments that are funny, but not too funny to slightly earn the moving moments, but the simple and lovely moments like Barbie just sitting on the bench, looking at life happen all around her, and then looking over to the old woman sitting right next to her, played by Oscar-winning costume designer Anne Roth, and saying, "You're so beautiful." I know it. It's very much an endearing moment. The score of those moments by Mark Ronson and Andrew Wyatt help a lot, not to mention the iconic songs like Dua Lipa's Dance the Night, which is played everywhere now. Enough already! But I'm Just Ken. What started off as a joke written by Mark Ronson has turned into another phenomenon, and I freaking love this song. I know, figures, right? But yes, the real winner and beating heart of the film, which really captures Greta's ideal for this film, is Billie Eilish and Phineas O'Connell's Oscar-winning song, What Was I Made For? We have all fell in love with this beauteous and uplifting number that is even such a highly popular accompaniment on Instagram videos about love. Director of photography, Rodrigo Prieto, who had one hell of a year with shooting Killers of the Flower Moon that same year, shot the hell out of this film as well. And with the fashion of paying homage to The Red Shoes, Singing in the Rain, Jacques Demy's films, etc., Prieto gave his own flair of period piece, calling it Barbavision. An Oscar winner, Jacqueline Duran's costume design is something magical in Barbie Land that definitely takes the maximalism effect to a brightening result. This is a film that definitely is progress for female directors alone. For yes, Greta and Margot Robbie had to fight Mattel on a lot of things, but to be given free reign to write whatever she wanted is a joyful experience in this business, and how Greta is able to stand tall, believing in what magic they're all making, is indicative for progress. With a max budget of $145 million, it historically broke box office records, grossing $1.4 billion, the highest grossing film for Warner Brothers ever. The highest grossing film of the year, obviously, and receiving 8 Oscar nominations, the most nominations for a film based on a real toy. Winning only 1 for What Was I Made For, I was betting for sure it would win Best Picture of the Year. I really was, because of how much this film spoke to the audience of today and how much it's featured in pop culture, how much of a huge comeback Barbie dolls have made, how much its message has resonated with women, moved men, and everyone within the LGBTQIA community, and so on. Now, do I think it deserved a Best Picture? Not personally. I still wanted Poor Things to win, but I can't be more proud and happy about what this film had done for movie theaters and the movie-going experience. After COVID, where we were all tucked away from everyone for a year plus, and streaming services have still taken control, do you think most people wanted to go back to the movie theaters? But the publicity and marketing of both this and Oppenheimer helped it abundantly, because there is no other experience like a movie theater experience. Seeing characters and stories come alive on the big screen right in front of you, with your popcorn and your drink, or your Sour Patch Kids, whatever you like. And this certainly was a fun experience to see in the theater, and I can only pray this will be an example to keep movie theaters alive and keep those experiences alive. So Barbie is definitely owed a big, big thanks for that. All in all, folks, I give Greta Gerwig's Barbie a B+. Well, that's all the Best Picture nominees of 2023 to review. Yay! But tell me, you beautiful people, what do you think of Barbie? Do you think it deserved only 1 Oscar? What was your favorite movie of 2023? Or what Barbie doll was your favorite? Did you have any Barbies growing up? Go ahead and click that like button, comment as much as possible, tell your friends to subscribe, and stay tuned for more to come along. Thank you so very much for watching and supporting, and always remember, you are so beautiful inside and out. If Barbie taught us anything, it's to always remember how beautiful you really are. Please always remember that.